Hi everybody, I'm Veena and we have an initiative called Peek-A-Bliss in which we try to instill the habit of book reading in children to help them stay away from screen time as much as possible. We love to read stories in different languages: English, Hindi, Spanish and French. Now I find it very strange saying it because this was Nav's part, my son Nav, who is the co-founder of Peek-A-Bliss. The news is that he has just started going to school, so he won't be available on the weekdays to read with me. I will be reading on these weekdays myself and also sharing the readings with you, and Now will also join me on Saturdays and Sundays. Today I am quite intrigued by this book which is called Little Women. I identify with this title. This is based on the story by Louisa May Alcott and illustrated by Krista Unsner. Let's begin. Chapter 1. A Christmas Letter. Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents, grumbled Jo March, lying on the rug. I hate being poor, sighed her sister Meg, looking at her old dress. So do I, sniffed Amy, the youngest, who was gazing at passers-by. And I don't think it's fair for some girls to have lots of pretty things and other girls nothing at all. At least we have father and mother and each other, said Beth. We don't have father, Jo observed, moving to the sofa. Not for a long time. Perhaps never. Each sister added silently to herself, thinking of their father far away at the war. Mother said we ought not to have presents this Christmas anyway, announced Meg. She thinks it's wrong to spend money for fun when our men are suffering in the army. At 16, and the eldest, Meg, did her best to sound grown up, but she did not always succeed. Mother wouldn't want us to give up everything, cried Jo, and we each have $1. We could spend that on ourselves. I'm going to buy a book. I will buy drawing paper, decided Amy. Beth began playing the old piano, skipping over the parts where the notes were missing. A new piano is too expensive, she said quietly, but I would love more music. We deserve some fun, Jo added. I suffer enough every day looking after Great Aunt March with her fussy old woman ways. It can't be as bad as my job, teaching those horrible children, Meg complained. I hate having to work. My life is worse, Amy butted in. All the girls at school laugh at me because of my patched clothes. Beth put her mother's old slippers to warm by the fire. They were full of holes. Let's not get anything for ourselves, she said. Let's buy presents for mother instead. She works so hard. Jo beamed. That's a much better idea. We will go shopping tomorrow. And seizing Beth, she danced around the room. Meg and Amy clapped and cheered them on. As the pair collapsed in an exhausted heap, they heard the front door open. Mother was home. I'm glad to find you so merry, girls, she smiled, coming in a few moments later. I'm sorry I'm late. There was so much to do, sending food and clothes to our soldiers. But I have a treat, a letter from father. Excitedly, they drew near the fire. Their mother sat in the big chair and Jo perched by her feet. She rested her chin in her hand, ready to shield her face and hide any tears that might fall. Father's letter was cheerful and full of hope. It seems a long time to wait before I see you again. Give the girls my love. I know they will be loving children that will work hard, that they will work hard and conquer their faults, so that when I return, I will be fonder and prouder than ever of my little women. So, with this, we complete the first chapter. We'll continue reading the rest of the chapters of the book in the coming days. Adios, hasta luego.